We are so good, you know what they are getting away. That is the French way. Oui. What's going on? Oh, Renault had to take a shit. So we can't come back to Timber for a while? Is there a safe place you can take me? Well, there's plenty of waist-high surfaces all around here, Princess, and I'd be glad to fuck you on any of them. Just give me the sound, and I'm yours. For a second there, I thought you was going to say something important. You said nothing. But it's time to get out of Timber. Timber served us pretty well. Ooh, scan. Scan is useful on this kind of playthrough because you never know sometimes what the enemy's life is going to be. Especially if you're trying to card them. Where carding kind of works a little bit like you stood a stronger chance of catching them if you beat them up a little bit. Well, that's how this works with cards. If you knacker them down to the last tenth of their life, you can get them pretty easily. So there is a safe zone in Timber, and it's this old lady here, or this madame. So she's asking us to get our asses over to the safe zone, so that's exactly what we're going to do. And look at that picture over there. It morphs between that cat and that person's face. That's pretty good, that, for pixels. Pretty damn ambitious. Oh. I didn't even press up. Have I gone back down the stairs? Wow, PlayStation analogs. What is fucking wrong with you? Didn't even touch it. But you'll remember this house because it's bang next to the one where Timber Maniacs was. It's kind of hippie-ish, you can tell by the towels. Hippie towels is a guilty conscience. Well, make ourselves at home. First thing I'm doing is taking you to her bed. We'll test the comfortability of that mattress and the sturdiness of those bedposts. Let's stay here for a while. Uh-oh. And the fade to white. Go on, Selfie, what don't you get? What did Sifa come here to do? Well, Renault thinks he came to help the Forest Owls because she always talked about it with him. She also doesn't want us to think too badly of Sifa, for a very good reason. What is this? I have 2 small children in here. Don't you frighten them. Right. It's time to play like Jews in Nazi Germany, and that is hide. The legend goes that my mother took down many soldiers with her strength, cooking, and beauty. And the beauty part sure makes it sound like a legend. Well, you don't know how promiscuous she used to be. For all you know, she could have a gilded cunt. She could have took more poundings than a blacksmith hammer. Random cat on the bed, always good. So Sifa was angry when he found out that we'd been dispatched to Timber because we might end up fighting Galbadia, and they only sent 3 rookies. So he went to Timber, like he always does. Yeah. How did you not know, Quistis? Sifa is always serious. That's what makes you a shit instructor. But I still totally would if you want. And I always want. I want to lick your face. How can he be so casual? He really should get good. Just goes to show how little Renault knows about Sifa. But then again, you don't really need to know too much about anybody to stick it in him. Sifa, man. It's capital punishment. You can't attack a president. long as you don't get your hopes up, you can take more pain. It's like a paracetamol for the mind. Apparently we're a meanie. Okay. If you're gonna leave town, now's your chance. You know how persistent these soldiers can be. So, we're now going to be going to a garden. And we're going to be recruiting another member. An interesting member, in fact. He's going to be one of the highest level characters in your team if you're doing a no-level run. But levels don't really mean much, so it's not going to change your life at all. Why are you sat on the floor? Do you always sit on the floor when you're a guest at someone's house? What are you going to do now? Lick the ashtray? Goddamn whore. Plan is to leave. Leave your house. Simple, really. Getting out of here is only the first step in a long chain. Garden Code, Article 8, Line 7. Thou shalt not consummate sexy sauce with an instructor and student. In the event that returning to the assigned garden is not possible, report to the nearest garden. Amen. Galbadia Garden. So we can catch a train, we can get off at the East Academy, and then we can go through the forest west of the station and get ourselves to Galbadia. And that's exactly what we're going to do. So who are we going to take? Well, we're not taking you, Renoa, because you pissed me off. We're going to take these. I've got quite fond of Selfie. I never used to use her when I was younger, but nowadays she's proven her use in more ways than one. Which unfortunately is not a sex joke. As much as I totally would. Oh, potion. Phoenix down. Soft. How dare you give me a floppy? That better be a Drisk. Dirty bitch. Right then, off we go. Well, there's nothing quite as fun as using a mouse with an optical ball on a seat that is not designed to take on such a task. It makes clicking things on your PC while you're sat on a bed playing a game rather difficult. But we'll do it, and we will continue on to Galbadia, which is this way. The fuck? Out of service? How dare they? I guess we'll get on the train we came. Tight bastards. Not interested in the pet shop, not interested in the pet. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. What a moron. Completely wrong trains here, folks. You've got to go on the awkward to find train that you've never seen train. And it's over here. It's close to where we went to the communications tower or the broadcast tower. Oh, here comes Zone in his mystery disguise, his perverted old man disguise. So there's no tickets left. But he has a ticket for us, which is pretty awesome. So thank you, Zone. Any excuse to touch a lady here, you lecherous old man. That's kind of awkward. There's 4 seed members stood there and he gave 3 tickets. Oh, there you go. Just take the ticket, Quistis. He's gonna shit his pants anywhere. He'll be here all day. Get going, guys. Well, that was very kind of him to give us the ticket. And we will see him again. And we just got paid. 2k. Nice. So some of these screens are not the easiest to navigate. Because you go towards a corner, any corner, and you go somewhere different. But luckily enough, I've ran around here long enough to have a decent idea of where I'm going. Yep. Let's get on. Let's do our thing. Yes. Get off at East Academy. Go west. On we go. And we're on a train again, so it's probably going to be another hallucination / dream sequence. Open up. Sophie, you have to wait while the train is in motion before it opens. They must not get very crowded, these trains, because they don't seem to have much accommodation. Unless this is kind of a private first-class cabin, so all this was for you. Well, let's talk to some fools. Zell's disappointed. We should get there shortly, so we'll be alright. Renault's probably thinking about Sifa. Well, we made it. I have to thank Zone for that. Yes, you do, Quistis, and I'm sure you have more ways than one. Oh, boom! You tell her, Renault. Of course he's into naughty magazines. He's a man. I'm into naughty magazines, bitch. I want a naughty magazine. Well, could give him the gift of a private lap dance. And perhaps a 5-finger shuffle. I'm sure he'll have a smile on his face after those. Oh, there's a random train song. Always good. I'm not too sure that song is any good, but she sings it anyway. No time to rest, really. What's up, Zell? Nothing? See you later, Zell. I'm going to stand here neurotically trying to bug you. But it's going to show us the train's travel now, I suspect. Alright, time to get off. This is East Academy. And we need to save before we get into a... Fucking 80 for card mod. But we do have card now, so I can do some farming. Which is good news. I just have to find a beach. Ah, I remember. This is where the flashback's going to happen. Because we've been through this forest before, but not as these characters. There might be some bad news from the Galbadian government. What if we get caught and then get broadcast to the whole world? It'll be a shit show. You should be worried, Zell. You told them they were from the damn garden. Silly bugger. You think the president will retaliate on Garden? Of course he will, he's the president, that's what they do. If they're not causing wars, they're not doing the job. Oh, Zell, stop torturing yourself. Just have to bear it now. Grin and bear it. You're such a good leader, Squall. It's actually have fun acting so callous towards your comrades. Where are we, in Russia, bitch? They're my friends. He wants my support? Wear tighter pants. Well, hug him. Hug him from the inside. Yep, Squall doesn't believe in relying on others. Oh, I'm sorry, bitch. I was too busy thinking about soup. Do you have soup? But that noise tells us that we're about to go back into the dream world. And this time it wants Quistis to be there, so we're going to have to swap Selfie's junction in. Which is a bit of a pain in the ass. Oh no, maybe not. We're going to have to swap Zell, as Zell's not coming with us, which is quite annoying. But hopefully there won't be too much combat. But I think there is. Because I think we're going for Lunatic Pandora. Yeah, we're going for Lunatic Pandora. And I think at this point on my first playthrough I had brakes. And brakes are super useful. I could be wrong though, guys. You know, my memory of the events of this game is not always on par. Got a bad feeling about this, boys. You mean the unexpected, right? You got the part right. Quit your clamoring and get geared up. We're moving out. So Kiros is the guy that needs to take the experience here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap Squall's junction in with Kiros. And I'm going to have those people like that. Because there's 1,000 experience, so that's pretty high. That's what we want.